What's up guys, this is Sunny back with another video, and today I'm making this guide for you guys because I don't know, I just feel like you guys deserve it. And I know I was telling you guys I will make this guide next week, but I just wanted to surprise you guys, so I was like, you know what, I'll just make today and basically share with you guys, because I know some of you like just waiting to upgrade your AMD Ryzen from macOS High Sierra to macOS Mojave, and I feel you. I'm same way. All right, so I'm making this video, so don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you're watching me for the first time, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out my Patreon account I recently opened. You can support me by you can support me with like $1 every month, or $5 every month, or $10. And basically with $1 you can ask me any question you want anytime. With $5 you can ask me question, and also I will suggest you like the type of hardware. And basically with $10 one, same thing, and then you will have like a direct contact with me, like email or messenger or something, and I can help you with you know, all the stuff, you know, regarding your computer build and Hackintosh build and stuff. So definitely check out my Patreon account in the video description. There will be a link. All right, and if you're someone maybe who is not looking to spend $1 or $5, $10, it's okay. Anytime you buy anything from like Amazon website, you can use my Amazon affiliate link, and that will help me. I'll get a kickback. And so with that, what I can do, basically I can buy new hardwares and I can test, you know, when Ryzen 3000 series processor will come out, I will get to buy it from the either from the Amazon affiliate link money or the Patreon money. So that's the reason I'm taking the money, so I can basically buy more stuff and test more stuff, because by myself buying everything is kind of tough, kind of hard for me. So that's the reason. And also, if you're someone who doesn't buy anything from Amazon, or maybe who's not looking to you know, subscribe to my Patreon account for like maybe $5, $10, but you still want to support me, just make sure you have your bell notification on, like my video, subscribe, share my video, leave a comment, and that will be more than enough. Okay, so today I'm making this video for you guys because I feel like if I want something from you guys, then I should give you guys something. Okay, so that's the reason. So let's trade. Okay, you guys give me, I give you. You know how this thing works. To jump in and show you guys how you can create a USB bootable drive, like the macOS USB bootable drive for your Ryzen build, and also how you can install. Alright guys, so first thing first, you need a USB drive 8 gig or more. Doesn't really matter if you have a USB 2.0 or USB 3.0, but if you do have a USB 3.0 drive, your process will be a little faster. So let's plug our USB drive to our computer and let's just go on. Alright guys, so first thing first, you guys need to download all these files, folder, and application. There will be a link in the video description where you can download all these files, folder, and application. So first thing, you need to download, install macOS Mojave. After that, you need to download BDUB2. So basically with BDUB2, what we'll basically do, we'll format our USB drive, and we'll also install Clover bootloader to our USB drive. And after that, you need to download Paragon hard disk manager. With that, we have to expand our, basically we have to resize our hard drive, our USB drive. And after that, we need Transmac. With Transmac, basically what we'll do, we can open certain folder and basically you know, pull some files into that folder and stuff. We can basically with Transmac we can do a lot. And also you need to download AMD zip folder and Clover zip folder. Okay, like I said, everything will be in the video description. Now here you guys can see Ryzen text file. So let me open this. So basically what I did, it's kind of hard, like when you're in like installer and you have to open like the terminal and you have to put all these commands in the terminal. So because not everyone professional or not everyone can remember, so what I basically did, I created this text file and I will drop this text file in our USB Clover folder. Okay, and what we'll do basically, when we have to enter all these commands in the terminal, we can access our Clover folder using like the command cd / volume, and we can basically copy and paste all these commands to terminal, so we don't have to basically look somewhere and we have to type. So basically you will make zero mistake. Okay, but make sure you guys follow each step I'll show you guys. Okay, all right, so first thing, let's just format our USB drive. So I like to format a USB drive with like command prompt. So let's open CMD and then type here disk part, yes, and type here list disk. And now the first one, you guys can see there's like two drives here. So the first disk is 0. That's my hard drive. I use this hard drive for like the guidance stuff. I have like Windows installed. And now the second disk 1, that's my USB drive. Okay, so I know which drive I'm going to format. Make sure you guys make sure which drive you are going to format, and also make sure if you have anything in your USB drive, make sure you back up before you format. Okay, really important, because after we format, all your data will vanish. All right, now I'll select my USB drive. So disk 1, select disk 1. Now we'll clean it. All right, and now let's create partition primary. So create partition primary, and now we need to format fs equal ntfs. That's the format we'll be using, and quick. Now you can format your USB drive other way, but I kinda like formatting my USB drive with this method, because it always works and it never fails. Okay, and that's like the proper way to format your hard drive or USB drive. Alright, so we are good. We can close the terminal, and we can go to this PC and we can look at, you guys can see our USB drive is here. And now we need to open install macOS Mojave folder. Go to install macOS Mojave.app, go to contents, and then we need to copy the share support folder to our desktop. So copy and paste it on our desktop. Now I would highly recommend you guys, when you download all these file folders and application, make sure you extract all these files and stuff, and make sure you just leave it on your desktop so you can easily access all these files and folders. Alright, so we are done copying the folder. Now we can close install macOS Mojave folder. So now we need to open BDU, that's boot disk utility. Can close folder, and now we need to go to option configuration and check for the latest update. Alright, click OK, and now we need to format our drive. So click on the USB drive and then format. OK, So basically what this process is doing right now, formatting our USB drive, also installing Clover bootloader. Alright, all done. Now we need to go to Tools, extract HFS, base system.dmg, double click on that, and then shared support. Okay, remember the folder we copied from our Intel macOS Mojave? So we copied and we placed it on our desktop. So basically we're going to click on that here and then click OK. Alright, so you guys can see HFS volume extracted. Click OK. Now we need to click on the plus sign next to our USB, and we need to go to partition 2, that's the part 2 right here, and now we need to restore and click on 4.hfs. Yes. Alright, so we are done with boot disk utility. We can close that. And now we need to open Paragon Hard Disk Manager. Now if you're using this software for like the first time, what you basically need to do, you need to sign up for a free account. So just put your email and a password and you should be fine. So now we need to go to Tools, Partition Manager, and you guys can see basic MBR hard disk. That's our USB drive here. And now we can click on this and resize partition. Okay, more option, and you can copy this space here. So basically that's our total USB drive space. So we can copy and then paste it. New volume size, just paste it here. Okay, and now we need to apply. So go here, click apply. All right. All right, so all tasks are completed 100%. We can close this, and also we can close Paragon Hard Disk Manager. And now we need to open Transmac, right click, run as admin. Yes. Now you don't have to pay for Transmac because free trials comes with like 15 days. All you have to do basically wait 10 seconds every time you open. Okay, now we can click run. So after you open Transmac, you need to go to Tools, Settings, Disk Drives, and here you need to check Access Non-Removable Drives, Read Write. Okay, you need to click on that. Okay, and now we can click on our USB OS X base system, click on that, then click on install macOS Mojave.app, contents. Okay, now here, okay, you need to right click here, copy here, and now we need to go to desktop and we need to copy our shared support folder. So basically the one we pulled from install macOS Mojave. Okay, we copied and placed it on a desktop, and now we need to basically copy this in. So you have to copy from here. Okay, so click on shared support, copy. Now this process will take somewhere 15 to 25 minutes. So if you have something important to do, just go do it, and come back when it's done. Alright, so I'll fast forward this process, and I'll be back when this process is done. Alright, so we are done copying the shared support folder, okay, to our contents folder. Now we can close Transmac and go to our this PC Clover folder, open EFI, then Clover, and now we need to open our zip Clover folder. Okay, so the one you guys downloaded, you need to open that. Okay, and now you need to copy. Okay, so you need to copy from the zip folder to your USB Clover folder. You need to copy some files, so copy and paste it in your USB Clover folder. It's okay, you can replace the files in the destination. Alright, now we can close this. Now we can open Transmac again, and you have to wait 10 seconds because we are using the trial version. Run, and we can click on our USB. So you guys can see I have the D drive, the USB drive right here. Click on that, go to OS X base system, then go to system, library, and we need to find pre-linked kernels folder. Click on that, and now we need to open our AMD folder, the one you downloaded from the link. We need to open that, and you need to go to AMD, and we need to copy pre-linked kernel.amd. Okay, now what you can do, copy this to our desktop, paste it here, and now we can drag and drop this to our USB. The reason I placed it on the desktop because we have to change the name. So first you will drag and drop the pre-linked kernel.amd. After you drop it here, then we'll rename the same kernel and we'll remove .amd. We'll remove that, and then we can just copy, drag this kernel also and place it in our USB drive. Okay, copy and replace existing file. Click on that. Okay. Alright, so we are all set now. Our USB drive is ready. Okay, we have macOS Mojave USB drive ready for our Ryzen build. We can just plug this USB drive to our AMD Ryzen build, and we can start the installation process. Now before that, this part is optional. Let's delete this. Okay, we can close everything. Now before that, what we need to do, basically we need to copy our Ryzen text file. So let's go to this PC again and go to our USB Clover. Okay, now we will copy this Ryzen text file because we have some commands in this text file. So we'll basically copy this text file and paste it on our Clover folder. So we can open this command in installer, and then we can basically copy and paste it in the terminal. Okay, all right, so let's just jump into the installation part. All right guys, I'm really sorry, my capture card just stopped working. So I can still capture, but for some reason video clips are just freezing up. So that's the reason I'm not using this capture card at this moment for recording this guide. So sorry if the video quality is a little off, or if you guys can't see clearly, but I will guide you while I'm doing step by step the installation. So let's just jump in, and we'll jump into the device real quick. Alright, so as you guys can see, we are in the device right now. The motherboard we are using for this guide, ASRock A320M, the device version P5.00, and the processor we are using for this guide, AMD Ryzen 3 1200 quad-core processor. Also we are using Kingston HyperX dual channel RAMs. And so I can install macOS Mojave with this motherboard, and I don't have to change any setting. I can just easily go to exit, and I can load UEFI default setting, and that should be it. But if you guys have a different motherboard, you may need to change some setting. But let me show you guys. Let's just go to advanced and go to storage. Make sure you have SATA mode, enable AHCI mode. Okay, now most of the motherboard by default, like the AM4 motherboard, have this option enabled. If not, make sure you enable this option. And now we can go back. Super IO configuration, serial port. Now some of the AM4 motherboard doesn't work with this enable, but this motherboard does work, so I'm not gonna change anything. But if your motherboard for some reason is not booting up or anything, make sure you can just disable this, and you should be fine. All right. ACPI configuration, I don't have to change any settings here. I don't have to change any settings here. UEFI, no. Let's just go to tools. We don't have to worry about security. We don't have to worry. Let's just go to boot. Now if you have a secure boot enabled, make sure you disable that, or maybe just change that to like other OS. And fast boot you need to disable. And CSM, you can keep this one enabled. Okay, you don't have to worry. Now we can just go to exit, save and exit. Okay, now I'll just keep pressing F11 so I can get in the boot option. All right, so I'm in the boot option right now, and you guys can see UEFI, the Lexer USB flash drive. So that's my flash drive, USB drive. I will boot from this drive. So let's just click enter. Alright, so the first option, boot macOS install from OS X base system. So that's our USB, and that's our main OS. So we can boot from this option and install our macOS Mojave. Now if you guys need to add any boot flag or anything, you can go to option. Okay, and here you can add your boot flags and stuff, but you don't have to change anything. Okay, this boot flags should work with almost any AM4 motherboard. So let's just go back, okay, and boot from the macOS install from OS X. Alright, so we are inside the macOS utilities, the installer right now. So first thing, what do we need to do? We need to format our hard drive. So we need to go to disk utility and then continue. Now if you don't see your hard drive here, what you can do, go to view here and click on the drop down and then select show all devices. And now you can see your USB, and then my hard drive is here. I'm using the SanDisk hard drive, the SSD. I can click on that and just erase. Okay, make sure you name your hard drive Mac OS. Okay, so type Mac OS and format Mac OS extended journal, yes. And then make sure the partition is GUID partition map, and now erase. Alright, done. Now we are going to start the first part of the installation. That will take like 3 minutes and then system will reboot. Okay, so reinstall Mac OS. Okay, continue. Continue, agree. And now pick your hard drive and now install. So this process will take like maybe 3 minutes. Now we need to boot from our USB. Okay, we are going to boot from macOS install from OS X base system again. Alright, so now we'll just go to utilities and open terminal. Okay, and we'll open one more terminal window. So we'll go to shell and then new window. Okay, now we need to, so remember the Ryzen text file we copied and dropped in our Clover folder. So that's the text file right now we'll access from this terminal, and we'll just copy and paste it on the other terminal window. So type cd/vo volumes, enter, and we can ls to check. Okay, so we have our Clover folder there. Now we can type cd clover, enter, type ls, and you guys can see Ryzen.txt right here. Okay, we need to basically open this text file, so type cat Ryzen.txt. Alright, so you guys can see the first command. So basically we need to copy and paste these 3 command lines. So first one here, we need to copy the first one, copy and paste it, terminal, enter. Now we need to copy the second one, copy and then paste it, press enter, and here is the last one right here. We need to copy and I need to paste it and press enter. So now we are done, okay, with the kernel transfer, and now we can close both of the terminal windows, close the terminal, and now we can restart. Now keep on pressing F11 so I can get in the boot options. Alright, now this time we'll boot from the we'll boot from the USB so we can get into the Clover boot manager. Okay. Now once we get in the boot manager, this time we are not going to boot from macOS install from OS X base system. We are going to boot from our hard drive and finish our installation. Now this process will take at least 15 minutes, like yeah, somewhere there, 14 or 15 minutes. Alright, so we are almost done with the second part of the installation. So we'll just wait for the system to reboot. Alright, now we need to get in the boot option again, so I'm keep pressing F11. Alright, so we need to boot from our USB again to our Clover boot manager. Now we need to boot back into macOS installer again, because we need to copy 2 command line and basically enter in terminal. So let's boot macOS install from OS X base system again. Alright, so now we need to go to utilities again and then open terminal. Now we need to open another terminal window, so we go to shell, new window. Alright, and we need to open our Ryzen text file, so type cd volumes less and then open Clover. Alright, so you guys can see here Ryzen text, type cat so we can view the file, txt. Alright, so now we need to copy the second and the last command lines here. Okay, the first one here and then second one here. Now let's copy the first line and paste it in our terminal. Okay, press enter, and now we need to copy the second line. Okay, make sure you copy the second line from here. Alright, ignore dash bash. Okay, ignore this part. Copy and paste it in our terminal and press enter. That's all we need to do. Now we can close terminal windows. Okay, quit terminal, and we can restart. Now we need to get in the boot option again, so I'm keep pressing F11. Alright, we need to go to our UEFI USB drive again, and this time we can boot from our hard drive. Okay, so we don't need to boot from boot macOS install. We can boot from our boot macOS from macOS. Enter. Alright, so we are done installing macOS Mojave to our AMD Ryzen build. Alright, so you need to choose your country, where you live, your region. So let's go to, United States. Pick United States. Continue. 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 Don't transfer. Continue. Setup later. Skip. Agree. Agree. Now you can type full name. You can type in, and I'll just type test here. Okay, and test, and then type password. All right, continue. Alright, we are done setting up. Can close this. Now you guys can see here, that's our USB drive here. So from the Clover folder, we need to copy the EFI folder, right? So just drag and drop EFI folder, your desktop. Alright, now we can close the Clover folder. And we need to download, so our internet working, sound working, everything should be working right now. So I have the Ethernet cable on. Okay, so let's go to Safari, Clover configurator. Clover configurator. You can click on the first link. Click on the Clover, download. Alright, so we can close the website and try to open our Clover configurator. Alright, click OK. If that doesn't open, like, you need to go to security and privacy. From security and privacy, you need to basically open anyway and click open. And now we need to mount our hard drive. So go to mount EFI and then mount partition. So that's our SanDisk SSD drive right here. Mount partition, type your password, okay, click OK, and now we need to open the partition and basically drag and drop our EFI folder from our desktop to our hard drive. All right, so we don't have to install Clover bootloader and install the bootloader. Basically, we have everything in this EFI folder. Now we don't need the USB anymore. We are done. Okay, so we can close everything. We can unmount partition, close the Clover configurator. All right, you can delete the EFI. You don't need it anymore, EFI folder. And then now we can restart our computer and boot from the hard drive this time. We don't need to boot from the USB no more. So I'm pressing, right? So I'm keep on pressing F11. We are trying to get in the boot option again. Alright, so we're in the boot option, and this time we are not going to boot from USB. We are going to boot from our UEFI OS SATA 3. You guys can see SanDisk. Alright, so basically the installation is completed. I'm just booting now just to show you guys that you can boot without the USB drive, and basically, you know, will work perfect. All right, you guys can see. So let's type our password here. Right. So everything should be working. Sound should work. So let me just show you guys first about this Mac. So you guys can see here MacOS Mojave. We are running the 10.14.1 and we are running our AMD Ryzen 1200 CPU, but showing here Xeon processor, but still showing quad core. And then you can see 8 gigs of RAM, Radeon RX 580 graphics card, and you can see the memory here. Now let's show you guys how you can make your sound work. Go to setting, go to sound, and then go to output and pick line out. Okay, and sound should work. Okay, and make sure you check play, feedback, and show volume in the menu bar, so you'll see the volume icon here. All right, so everything working. The only reason you guys seen the Clover here and the OS X base system, because I still have my USB there, but I don't need to boot with the USB. You can just unplug the USB, and you guys can see internet is working perfect. All right, we can go to Google. All right, so we're all set. Okay, so if you guys have any other question, you can leave in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help you guys answer your questions. And if you guys are watching me for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe and also like, and also don't forget to check out my Amazon affiliate link, because that will help me a lot run this channel. Hope this video does help you guys. Peace, guys.